Good morning. I am currently fresh out of the shower. It is 5:33. Just thought I would do a cute little get ready with me this morning because we are getting ready for patient interviews. I got some cute little guys right here. This guy reminds me of that drop of hot sauce in SpongeBob where it's like, I am very, very hot. But this one says, I'm very, very here. And I don't know if people have seen this, but microblading kind of turned my eyebrows gray. So we shall see if we can do something about this and this. Anyways, here we go. So here is the outfit for today. I like Express for these kind of shirts because they're making a good material. They're always on sale online. You purchase that stuff online. And you don't have to worry about when you throw it on. It's not really too slippery or anything like that. I think I used to the last but it's really good. It's cost me a lot. And a little white coat. Alrighty, now that I have you all set up, let's dive right in. And I'm gonna start with some toner. Because, I don't know, someone told me to do this. Put toner on your face. Oh, I don't even need a mirror. Look at me. Balance everything out, I think. I think that's the purpose of it. Alright. And now I'm gonna go ahead and put on my little, whatever this is. It's sunscreen, but I like to put it on, I guess it's kind of like a base. This is usually what I do in the morning when I'm not wearing makeup, like at all. Just throw on some sunscreen, girl. Reduce that aging. My little nose ring is nice and clear because you're not really supposed to have anything when you're interviewing patients because it makes sense. I don't think you'd really want a doctor with a nose ring or an eyebrow ring or anything crazy. So I put a cute little clear guy. You notice it more because I have a lotion on it. Alrighty, now I'm gonna put some foundation serum. I don't like using foundation because I feel like it ends up looking a little crazy, and if it looks bad, for some reason foundation serum makes me feel less bad if it looks bad. No clue. Boop, 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 boop. And it always has like really nice ingredients, like, let's see, this one has lychee, yeah. Bamboo, random stuff, but probably good for your face. I don't know. But I like to have, you know, makeup that's really natural. Really, that's what you're going for a patient interview. You're just trying to look as modest as possible. Take that sexuality of you, girl. Get it out. We don't need it here. Wow, my face has so many colors. Oh, did I want to? So right now we are doing cardio and rest, and honestly it's not bad because last semester, right now, what we've been doing like holysis and stuff like that. So it was very much like a reminder of undergrad where you're like, I don't want to learn this. Or we would learn immuno Which immuno's nice, and we have to learn immuno, but when we learn it, it's for specific body parts and organ systems. So it's very related. But yeah, last semester we only had 2 patient interviews. It was like all of us in kind of a large room. Oh, I know, it doesn't do anything. It was all of us in a large room, and not all of us, but it was like 50, 100, whatever. In a large room, kind of interviewing one person, and we all just kind of scrambled to figure it out. Some of us got to ask questions, some of us didn't. But now, and that was only twice for the whole semester. And then this one is like once a week. So it's gonna be a small group of us. I don't know how many, I'm gonna say like 8. Small group of us, and we each get a patient. We're each responsible for something. So it could be the like family history. It can be the chief complaint. I know for me, I'm responsible for the summary. So that kind of means I have to listen the whole time and figure out what's kind of most important. Like, the patient will say a lot of things, and I have to kind of determine what is relevant to her chief complaint and what really, the real reason that she's kind of there. And I don't know if I have to give any differential diagnoses, but we'll see. I mean, the person that's facilitating it, the person that kind of watches over us and grades us, he told me beforehand, and I was like, okay, cool, how do I prepare? He was like, I mean, it's a skill you build up over time. So I was like, okay, so you just kind of told me this to freak out a little bit. It's good to know. I like freaking out. Well, so I'm just kind of expecting to look like I don't know anything, which is fine, because that's how we do in med school. Just don't really know things, but it's okay, we're learning. Like, we just learned how to do our cardio exam, and tomorrow we do our RESP exams. That's like physical exams you do on people, which is nice. I really like that it's integrated into it very well, because yeah, again, last semester didn't really see, even if they're standardized, like they're not patients that we're treating or anything, they're standardized patients. Wow, look at that redness. It's okay, you can stay, you're my friend. Oh, look at those browns. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, yeah, I think it makes everything a little bit easier when you're kind of incorporating, like, okay, we're learning RESP, but now we're gonna learn how to do an exam on someone, and we're learning, I don't know, cardio. Now we're gonna learn how to do that exam, and then next up is neuro. So we're gonna learn how to do a neuro exam, and that is very long. But I love neurology, so I'm very excited. You have to do a lab too. I don't even, now that I think about it, I don't know what the lab is. What is a lab in neurology? That's our only lab. Last semester we had anatomy labs, and that was like a huge part of our grade, because we just did the whole body all at once. I think most schools, you learn the anatomy as you go through the systems, but for us, we were like, nah, we're gonna get that over with, baby. Look at this. Isn't that great? Oh, look, she's looking a little brown. A little bit like a normal human color. Cool, look at you. Yes. I'm actually gonna get these touched up right after our cardio exam. Hopefully. I mean, when I went to the lady, when I first got them, she was nice. I don't know if it was like the product she was using or something, but she just kind of looked at me like, I don't know what happened. And then she touched it up like twice. So she did it once and then touched it twice, and that's why they're really dark gray. Because they looked a little bit gray, and then they got worse because she wasn't really fixing it. She was just kind of making it worse at that point. But hopefully this person I go to next knows what they're doing. I think that she does, because she started talking about how she's gonna maybe take out some color, and everyone else I've talked to has kind of been like, I mean, maybe we'll just like throw some more color on top and like do this and that. So, I'm very excited to have regular brows. I mean, there's still an improvement from my brows before. I don't care if they're gray, honestly, that much, because I had no brows, negative brows. Look how cute this brush is. Oh yeah, I've been using like, my highlighter broke. I've been using like Wet n Wild, and I just use e.l.f. Hopefully not like expensive, but I make sure to have, you know, I am vegan and I like to have vegan cruelty-free because we don't like hurting animals. Plus e.l.f. and Wet n Wild are cheap and good. Okay, so let's go in with our little contour. Very light. I just want to look like I'm a little older than I am, a little bit more sophisticated, because I have a baby face. Trying to get rid of the baby face. Let's see. Oh no, did I do bad? Yeah, that's fine. I'm not gonna talk about it. This is definitely not the brush you're supposed to use. Just use it. And then I think you're supposed to put mine on your nose, but I always mess up, and I feel like it just makes me look like I have a very dirty nose. Like, does anyone I don't want a dirty nose. I don't think I have a dirty nose. I don't think it makes it look smaller, it just looks dirty. Okay. Do I look like a woman? Okay. No. Put it up here, right? Maybe this looks a little weird because it's like I only use foundation and stuff. Usually people are like using a lot of concealer at this point, and I mean, I think I look a lot different in real life right now. I'm looking at the mirror, I'm like, that's not a lot. And then I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh god. Anyways, I just wanted to do this video because otherwise right now I would be watching dumb videos. So it's like, instead of watching dumb videos, I should make a dumb video. Yeah. I mean, I can make this educational. Anyone got some questions? You want to know about cardio? So far, Boards and Beyond has been the best resource because it's really good at like applying some clinical aspects, because he is a cardiologist. So he's really good at like, all right, you're gonna see this, and this patient is gonna present with this, like especially with EKGs. And there's a lot of kind of graphs and physical things that you have to see, like PV loops. So you have to know the different phases. You have to know quite a bit and interpret it. So he's really good at like, all right, so you're gonna see this patient, he's gonna have this on his, when you excite this, it's gonna do this. And I appreciate that because, you know, again, last semester, it was a lot of, just very separated from the patient. It just, ooh, look at that. It was a lot of like, I don't know, again, like glycolysis, which like, you can't really see that. You can't really see how you're gonna really affect the patient's life with that or whatever. So that was really nice. Or, you know, it was really nice now being in organ systems where, you know, you can see how you're learning this and how it's gonna affect your future. And I think that makes it easier to study too, you know, like if I don't know this, then my patient will be the one that is losing, you know? And usually when I do mascara, I put like 10 pounds on because we love mascara. But not gonna do this now. Just gonna put a little bit on, nothing crazy. Give me a look in the mirror. Hello. Hello. Oh no, I already messed up. I'm not gonna clean that. Not gonna do it. I have to get so focused with mascara because I don't want to bug myself in the eye. Look how dry my lips are. Hello. She dry. Hello. Let's be quick, Kaylee. Come on. We're not even putting in that much effort. Let's go. Alright. I mean, what do you guys think? And like, how do your doctors get up in the morning and just put on their makeup, go? What are they thinking? Huh? No. Oh God. You know, you never really think about it. And you know, now being in med school, I'm like, every time I see a doctor, I'm like, you know more than I thought you ever did. I thought you just knew like a lot, but like you know a lot. Like you did it. It's over for you. You did it. Like there's so much we have to put in our brains and understand. It's crazy. Alright, Haley. You need to stop. You're not doing anything at this point. You're just messing with your eyelashes. Okay. Anyways. Well, that's basically it. Little burnt bees. Put down this guy. Make my lips look a little less crazy. Maybe look more great. Oh God. Oh well, it's fine. Alright, we did it. So I look like I could be a doctor. Maybe. If I spoke like a normal person. Alrighty, I'll show you the finished look. Alrighty guys, here's a finished product. Look at my little shoes, they're so cute. Alrighty, for today, I'm gonna hopefully nail the summary. We'll see. Anyways, I'll be making more videos, so thank you so much for staying with me on my Get Ready With Me or patient interviews. Probably gonna be doing some videos about, you know, day in life, blah blah blah, because I like watching those, so I'd like to make them too, you know? I feel like med students are always getting a lot of input, so it's good to have some output into the world. Anyways, have a great day. Bye.